Hello students, today we will continue the lesson Lal Bahadur Shastri, and in the previous video I had completed up to 4th paragraph. And what did you learn in that 4th paragraph? You had learned that Lal Bahadur Shastri was imprisoned and he got the message that his daughter is contracted a smallpox, and he requested the prison authority to release him on the condition, that means to release him to see his daughter, but they released him on the condition that he should not participate in any public agitation, political agitation. Okay, but as he had come to home, that is on the same day, unfortunately he found his daughter dead. Okay, so he completed all her last rites, and he had 3 to 4 days for him parole left. So he decides to return to go back to the prison, but his family members will plead him to stay back, but he said that since the parole is for his daughter, when she is alive, it's no use in staying at home. So he decides to go back to the prison. Okay, that's what we discussed in the 4th paragraph. Now we'll see what happens in the 5th paragraph. In the 5th paragraph it says like this: when Lal Bahadur Shastri became the railway minister, there were 4 classes: first, second, intermediate and third. First class compartment offered luxurious services, but the discomfort of passengers in the third class compartment was beyond description. Okay, and they did not have even a minimum comfort. And Lal Bahadur Shastri made a lot of effort to reduce this vast differences between the first and the last class. Okay, so this paragraph speaks that when Lal Bahadur Shastri became the railway minister, that was in the year 1955, he made a lot of revolutionary changes in the field of railway, system of railway. Okay, so he brought changes in the system of railway. Okay, so this paragraph says that when he became the railway minister, there were 4 classes: first, second, intermediate and third class. So like this they had 4 different classes. Okay, and first compartment had offered luxurious services, whereas the third compartment did not have even the minimum comfort. So first compartment had luxurious comfort. It had provided all the facilities to the passengers, but in the third class compartment they did not have even the minimum services to the passengers. So Lal Bahadur Shastri had done a lot of effort to reduce this differences. So when he became the railway minister, he found that there were 4 compartments in the railways. Then he found a lot of differences in the first compartment and in the third compartment. First compartment had a luxurious service, but in the third class compartment, even minimum comfort he did not provide to the passengers. So he wanted to remove this difference, that is first class compartment and third class compartment differences he wanted to remove. Okay, so he wanted to try to reduce these differences between the first and the last class. Okay, and also the first class that offered royal comfort was abolished. So what did he do after he became the railway minister? He abolished all the royal comfort that was offered to the first class. Okay, then the old second class came to be known as the first. Okay, second class he made it as a first class, and the intermediate class as the second class. I think you all understood. When he became the railway minister in the year 1955, there were 4 classes in the railway. First class were provided a luxurious service, and the third class were not provided even the minimum service. So he wanted to remove this difference, vast difference between the first and the third. Okay, so and he also removed all the royal comfort that was offered to the first class. Okay, and he made the second class as the first class and the intermediate class as the third class. Okay, then he also provided more facilities to the travelers in the third class compartment. As you had learned previously, third class compartment did not have even the minimum comfort. So what did he do after he became the railway minister? He provided the facilities to the travelers in a third class compartment, and it was during his time as a railway minister, he introduced, it means he installed the electric fans to the travelers in the third class compartment. Okay, and he also worked hard to improve the management of the railway, okay, to look after the affairs of the railway department. So he also worked for the improving the management of the railways, and also to eliminate means to remove theft means robbery. Usually you could see that this robbery gradually happens in the railway system. So he tried to eliminate this theft also on the trains during his period. Okay, so this is what he had contributed to the country when he became a railway minister. Okay, he wanted to reduce this vast difference between the first class and a third class. Third class passengers did not get even the minimum basic necessities. Okay, so he wanted to remove this vast differences. Okay, so what did he do? He completely abolished all the royal comfort that was offered to the first class, and he made the second class as the first class and intermediate as a third class, and he increased the benefit, that means services, to the third class compartment. And also it was during his time he had introduced, that is provided electric fans to the passengers in the third class compartment. And he also worked, that means to improve the management of the affairs of the railways, and also he had also tried to eliminate theft in the train. So this is his contribution as a railway minister. So we'll go to the next paragraph, 6th paragraph. Though Lal Bahadur Shastri was a prime minister, he lived a simple man. So in the beginning itself you have learned that he is a very simple man but a high thinking. Okay, so even though he was a prime minister, he led a very simple life. Okay, and as a railway minister, he travelled in the second class. And when he served as a home minister, he had no home of his own. So this shows that he is very simple and honest and straightforward person. Okay, he did not have any ambition, he did not have any desire to own the power, and he did not have any desire to make money and lead a luxurious life. He dedicated himself for the welfare of the people. Okay, so this paragraph says that as a prime minister, he led a very simple life, and when he served a country as a home minister, he did not have the home of his own. And when he was a railway minister, he used to travel in the second class compartment. Okay, then after the Arayallur railway incident, so this Arayallur railway incident is an incident which was happened when he became the railway minister, and this Arayallur is a place in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so when he was the railway minister, this incident happened, Arayallur railway accident. Okay, and it has been said that according to the report, this report had caused a lot of injuries. It means many people have lost their lives. It is said that around this was actually happened in the year 1956, and around 144 passengers were killed, that means dead, and around 110 were injured, and some were stuck in between those divers, and also many were found missing. Okay, so Lal Bahadur Shastri found that due to it was happened during his period, and he felt the responsibility. He accepted the moral responsibility and he resigned from the cabinet. Okay, so this Arayallur railway incident, okay, which was happened in Tamil Nadu in the year 1946. It's a railway accident. Okay, and this accident had caused a lot of injuries. It means around 144 passengers were dead, and around 110 were injured. Okay, and many lost their lives also. So Lal Bahadur Shastri felt that he is the person who is the responsibility for this incident, and he resigned from the post as a railway minister. Okay, that is about Arayallur railway incident. Next. So when there was a scarcity of food in the country, he asked the people to eat less. So when did this occasion arise? Why did he ask the people to eat less? Okay, It was during 1965 war with the Pakistan. Okay, Indo-Pak war was held in 1965, and it was during that time there was a scarcity of food. India was supposed to face a scarcity of food. Okay, adding to this, US threatened to cut the supply of wheat. Okay, it means that during that time India was getting the wheat from the US. Okay, and since the war was going on between India and Pakistan, so US had threatened that if they do not stop the war, they will not supply the wheat. Okay, so undeterred by this, okay, Lal Bahadur Shastri adopted a new method. That is, he asked his family to skip dinner for a day, as he wanted to know how would the countrymen would react to his new method. He had also addressed, next day he had addressed the countrymen through All India Radio, and he also asked people to go without a meal at least once in a week. Okay, so the circumstances and the situation arise during this time, that is during the Indo-Pak war in the year 1965. Okay, he requested the people to eat less in order to overcome the scarcity of food. Okay, next, he and his family ate only one meal a day. Okay, so that is the explanation of the scarcity of food. Okay, next paragraph, it says that even as a prime minister, he did not have a car of his own, and just to please his wife and children, he bought a small car for his son, taking a loan from the government. So this incident tells us about his simplicity, his honesty. Okay, even though he had become a prime minister, he did not have his personal car. Okay, in order to just to please his wife and son, he had a small car, and that too he had taken the loan. Okay, loan from the government. Okay, next, even after becoming a minister, he adopted austere living. Austere living is simple. Okay, he was not pomp. Okay, he was not showing to the world that he is a powerful person, and he did not have any luxuries. He just led a simple life. Okay, so as if though he became a minister, he led a simple life. Okay, one day an old friend of his visited his house. Okay, Shastri was then the home minister. So one of his old friend visited Shastri's house when he was a home minister. Okay, and he told his friend, that is Lal Bahadur Shastri told his friend that his wife was away, and as such he could not offer him dinner. Okay, so once his friend had visited when he was a home minister, and he told his friend that he cannot offer him dinner because his wife is away. Okay, the friend was surprised to know that Shastri's wife was still engaged in cooking. Okay, then he suggested Shastri, why can't he appoint a cook? Okay, then Shastri told him that he had no money to pay for the cook. Okay, so this is also one of the incident that tells us about his honesty. Okay, so even though he had a power, even though he had money, okay, so he did not waste the money, and he had led a simple life. Okay, next, though Lal Bahadur Shastri looked physically short and weak. Short, what is the opposite of short? Tall. Okay, and what is opposite of weak? Strong. Okay, though Lal Bahadur Shastri looked short and weak, he was very strong in mind and action. Okay, so he was tactful. Tactful means he had intelligence in handling the situation, and he had intelligence in handling the people. Okay, though he looked physically short and weak, he was very intelligent, he was very tactful, and he also firm. That means he was very determined, very strong person. Okay, so to support the statement, you have two examples here. Okay, he showed that he could take bold decision. Okay, so when he did show, though his appearance was short and weak, it did not affect his determination in dealing the situation. Once there was an occasion arised where he abolished the control of the cement and the steel. That means in those days there was there was authoritative control over the cement and the steel. Okay, the rich and the more influential people had control over the supply of the cement and steel. So he is the one who went against that. Okay, and he had removed that barrier that it should go into the hand of only few people. Okay, another incident has been given here in order to show that he had been, though physically weak, that means weak and not so strong, he could take up the bold decision. That is one of the incident which was happened in South India. Okay, so violent agitation broke out in South India because people thought that government was forcing Hindi on them and that it would be made as a sole official language. So violent agitation, that means the people were emotionally disturbed. That means thinking that the government is going to impose in them that Hindi to be made as a official language and it would be a sole language. Okay, so the people of South India, where they found Hindi was very difficult, he violated against this. Okay, so Shastri reacted to them like this. He said that English would continue to be an associated official language of India. So when the whole of South India had revolted against the Hindi that is to be made as official language, he had reacted. That means he had made them to understand that English would be an official language in India, and he also told the people of India that Hindi will be an associated language. Associated language means supportive language. Okay, so English would be an official language and Hindi will be an associated language. It means it's an additional language and the people of South India need not worry. Okay, so he told the people that Hindi will be an associated language and will not be a sole language. Okay, so like this he was able to take up the topic. So next paragraph. When Pakistan attacked Jammu and Kashmir, Shastri declared in the parliament, force will be met with force, and he gave the freedom to the army to take the decision against Pakistan and teach a lesson. The Indian army entered Pakistan and won the war, and Pakistan learned a lesson it could never forget. So this paragraph tells that when Pakistan attacked India, that is Jammu and Kashmir, okay, so Shastri declared in the parliament that force will be met with the force. It means it tells that if Pakistan need a war, we will also make a war. Okay, and he gave the army the complete freedom, that means to take the action against the Pakistan and teach a lesson. Okay, and he gave the authority to the Indian army. So like this he had played a very important role. Okay, so in the Indo-Pak war that was announced in the year 1965, Shastri declared in the parliament, force will be met with the force. That if the Pakistan wish to wage a war, even India will also make a war, and he gave complete freedom to the Indian army. Okay, so like this he had played a very important role in our country as a leader. So from this lesson we will come to know that he is a person of simplicity, honesty, and he was always self-intense of self-reliance in the self-reliance as a person to build a strong nation. Okay, and he was also posthumously awarded a Bharat Ratna, and also his memorial is known as a Vijay Ghat, was built for him in Delhi. Okay, so this is about Lal Bahadur Shastri.